Okay, welcome to What If Personas. We're in My Hero Academia Part 10. I have peace and quiet in the house right now, so I might as well do it now. And place not gonna have much. This part is not gonna have much action. Sort of. It's mostly gonna be sort of information in this one. Basically, there's one thing I want to get away. If anybody was wondering why Uraraka is using just water skills, it's because her curse and all my skills. She don't get me wrong. She has them, but not yet. She she hasn't learned them yet. Her persona does have them, but because right now she only has access to her water skills and healing skills, so she's mostly improving on that. During the training camp, she will learn she will learn probably Curse or Almighty, and I do have an idea for Curse of what she can do with it. And trust me, she's gonna be more like her skills are gonna be more like she can improve her fighting styles more. So you use different fighting styles with it. Basically, like like she's gonna have different types of physical attacking power things. Like with water gauntlets, she has that for water. But with curse, she'll have something else. I'll keep that a secret for now, but especially because I just want also I want to hear some ideas. If there's anything else, if anyone wants to give ideas for what she can use with their curse, I'd be happy here because I'm not sure if I like the idea I have, but if I don't, but if I do, but I'll probably go with it unless someone has a better idea with it. So just figure I get that out of the way. And I'd be happy to hear your ideas. And also, make sure to put an idea for Almighty attack because I want that to be more of a like her curse and her water skills are gonna be more close range combat weapons or like just weapons sort of, and her Almighty's gonna have more range or also like capture ways. Like I'm thinking Almighty restraints or something like that. So she's gonna be much more of a force to be reckoned with in this what if. Also, I've gotten some of the manga, so I can go into the 1A versus 1B battles, but I'm gonna be waiting until I get one of the mangas because I still need to get more of the in between, and I have to read them more and get more information about it because I just need to definitely work on it. And the villain parts are definitely gonna show what the villains can do later. Like I'm proud of Toga can do in the manga right now, because goddamn, that's impressive. Her quirk is actually really impressive. I gotta admit that she's a psychopath, but damn, her quirk is impressive. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this what if. What if personas were My Hero Academia Part 10? Anyway, so when, so Izuku, I guess is right now living with the Midoriya household, which, Inko was a bit surprised seeing this robot being now living with them, and Izuku was pretty much forced to explain mostly everything about his power, because it was more easier for Inko to understand with that. He didn't explain to the rest of the class and his team yet about it, but I'm saying he will explain them later. But right now he's trying to keep as much secret as possible. But for his mother, he's just gonna explain everything because it's his mother, and he doesn't want any secrets between them on what his power is exactly. Of course, he didn't explain one for all and shit because that one's not really his. Well, it's sort of his secret to tell, but it's not something he should tell because he wants to keep her out of danger as much as possible. But his persona power she needs to really know. Anyway, after hearing this, Inko is definitely surprised. Like, man, she's just thinking, wow, my baby boy has so much responsibility and he's handling it so well. And she's just proud at this point because, like, Izuku taking leadership over a team of Persona users and also fighting against these mysterious shadows is just goddamn impressive. Especially at such a young age, like the age of 15? I think he's 15 now. Yeah, he's 15. He is 15 about now. At the age of 15, it's really impressive. And hearing that he's had that other people have taken this responsibility at a young age is definitely like, and the fact that she also heard that he's been trained by those people is again, Izuku did explain everything to her. he feels like she actually does really need to know this. It's better that he explains it now, so later so if later he gets hurt by this, which basically I'm hinting at after all four, but she will more understand of what is why Izuku's doing all this and his responsibility of it for it. So yeah, Inko's definitely more. She's definitely gonna be more worried about Izuku, but he will understand why he's doing this and why he needs to. Anyway, so God, sorry, something caught in my throat. Anyway, so yeah, Inko's gonna be more open about this stuff. Except not gonna tell anyone, obviously, because again, it's her not her secret to tell. And I guess already knows about this, so tech, I guess obviously already knows about this, so yeah. Anyway, one sec. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop recording for a second. Okay, now back where I was. Oh yeah. So a bit after Kaminari and Midori and me no, I was supposed to say Midori. Me and arrive at the Izuku's house and tell him that everyone's gonna be going to the pool, and if he asks if you want to come. Midori obviously accepts, and then Igus comes out. And he calls out over Igus and seeing if she wants to come in. She accepts this because she feels the need to watch over Izuku because she did the same with Miyato, and yeah. And Kaminari and Mina are like, "Oh, Midori, you have a girl at your house? You slide up." Oh, yeah, they're pretty much assuming. They don't really see that. Well, Igus is a robot, and then Midori explains, no, it's not like that. She's a robot. She's a robot, and I'm not gonna be. I'm not like that. Mina's Mina was about to say something pervy, and then Midori just hits him over the head, being like, "Shut up, shut up, you perv, fuck off." But Commodore's like, "The innocent sin will curse." Okay, all joking aside. um, so yeah, everyone goes to the pool, uh, and then when Midori arrives there and everyone sees Igus, almost everyone asks because Momo, Jiro, and the rest of the people that were at Island already know about Igus. So Bakugo Bakugo saw Igus, but he really didn't find out much about her, so he just doesn't care. But he does care that he can use Persona. Oh yeah, when he found out Ida can use Persona, because he didn't find out right away technically. When he found out about that, he was sort of pissed. He's like, fuck, another rival. God damn it. What am I gonna be, number 5 or fucking 6 hero because of this robot? But yeah, he's just seeing like, oh god, everyone's above me. Okay, which was funny. I guess introduced herself as an anti-shadow robot, and everyone just shocked about this. Like, what? There's robots like this? And then, and then, um, Uraraka decides that okay, it's time Deku tells us most everything, which obviously he won't. He won't tell him everything, but he'll tell him a lot. Um, hey Deku, I've been wondering, who's Minato? And then Deku's like, shit, I forgot about that. um, he's thinking like, I guess I can tell him about the wild card, but not about the Vela room. Okay. Well, I guess you know most about Miyato. You can explain who Miyato is. Um, I guess, I guess accepts this because she does know she's the one who most knows Miyato most at this point. So everyone just gathered around, I guess talking and saying, well, Master Miyato was like Deku here because I did make her. I did make it so Deku told her to call her Deku. Him Deku. Fuck. What? Okay. He has similar power to Deku. Wait, what? So he can use multiple personas? Yes. And is it okay if I tell him what this power is? Sure. I mean, it's not like it'll be huge. Well, I mean, it's pretty big, but it's not like. But knowing what the power is called is not big, really. Well, um, just don't tell him. Just he whispers, don't tell him the exact of it, and just say it's something made up. We all made up. Okay, okay. Well, see, we called this. Um, Miyato made up the name of what it could be called. He called it the power of the wild card, and that's what we've been referring to it mostly as. Because it's better to make Miyato sort of the one who made it up, than have them explain that. Just have them have this name and then they'll ask about it and like why what's the name how do you know the name of it? So just having I guess say that we call it Power Wild Card and have Deku ask surprise about it, sort of, is just easier. And we found that only certain people some people can only certain people have it. Like Master Miyato, um another boy named Unarakami, I believe. And well, yeah, I don't know if there was anybody else. There was. Hmm? I've only been told about him. I've only heard about him. Do you guys know the Phantom Thieves? Wait, those people are real? Yeah, apparently they were, and the leader of them had the same power as me. Um, they're right now wondering how Deku knows this, but they kind of brush it off as just like okay, okay, he probably just heard about this or something like that. Like it was just a rumor, sort of. I'm Actually, I won't have him tell him about Joker because that's just way too suspicious. Because yeah, no, that's just like, how could he possibly hear about this? Anyway, so yeah, Dick is just gonna say, yeah, and this power also allowed me to to have them train me spiritually, sort of. Which, if it's just a mysterious power of the wild card, then it's gonna be not as suspicious because as asking like, they're not gonna catch on to a Velvet Room. Just saying. This is just me talking about it. Like they're not gonna catch on power of the Velvet Room because like having a similar power to someone else could lead them being trained spiritually in a way. I don't know, but it's just not that like, oh no, there's something else to it. And 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 what I found is that I can do many things with this power. I can I can fuse personas. I can use multiple personas. I can fuse personas into a new one. And well, that's mostly it. But during my training with them, I was able to. That's pretty much how I got mostly stronger with my personas. Everyone's mostly Todoroki, Uraraka, and Ida are like, wait, really? So can we train with them too? No, it seems to be. I don't think so. It seems to be mostly restricted to my power. And Uraraka and they could no, Uraraka and Todoroki just look down at this like, oh, oh, Deku, you're kind of broken. Like, he was one say, you're kind of broken. You know that, Midoro? Yeah, yeah. But don't worry, I can train you some of the ways they fight, and also teach you how more analyze shadows, like they did to me. Obviously, uh, I'm say Zuko Deku right now. Uraka, Todoroki, and Ida are satisfied with this, and just saying, well, just being like that would be great. Wait, and everyone in class just asks, wait, why Ida? Again, except people that are actually I Island. Most of them ask like, wait, why Ida? Oh, you guys. Oh yeah, Ida got his persona. Everyone, almost everyone in class were like, wait, what? Yeah, it happened a bit earlier on before the final exams. I've been meaning to ask about that. How the hell did he get his persona? Oh, I mean, he sort of, during the Stain incident when when Ida tried to, Ida and us were attacked. Well, everyone said, yeah. Well, Ida sort of went whole shadow possession mode, and while Endeavor was trying to rescue us, we had to deal with Ida. And well, yeah, that's pretty much how it happened mostly. Wait, what caused him to go shadow possessed mode? Well, Stain was the one that paralyzed his brother. That never disconnects out like, oh, yeah, that would do it. Just yeah, that would definitely do it. But yeah, Baku's so like pissed that another person got a persona from a shadow possession and he still didn't. So he's right now just thinking like, what the hell? Why didn't I get this power? What the hell? And I guess like I'm sensing anger from that blonde boy. And Deku's just like, yeah, he's normally like that. Hey, shut up, Deku. Do you really think that name's an insult to me anymore? Anyway, um, me, basically everyone, and also Deku says, oh, everyone else, if you want, I can train you how to use their fighting and their fighting styles a bit more too. Yeah, so Deku is definitely gonna be training 1A a bit more because just having them learn more fighting styles and everything, it just seems like better for them to learn. They're obviously not gonna learn personas because fucking you're not gonna learn personas through just teaching. But just having them improve more in in how they fight is just amazing, especially with people like Kirishima and Momo actually, because she can also create a sword and she can learn more sword styles too. So yeah, I didn't even think about that until now. But yeah, so yeah, they're definitely gonna be improving a lot during training camp, much more than canon. But anyway, everyone just says that would be great, and Bakugo is just being like Bakugo and saying, "Well, I won't learn anything from you. I'll just try my own." Yeah, he's just being like that because he also wants to fight Deku and have him have and Bakugo have more tricks up his sleeve that Deku doesn't even know about. So like he's also thinking ahead, like just being like maybe I can learn some things and surprise Deku with how strong I've become. Yeah, that's what basically his thought process thus far. And so most of the pool events go as in canon, and Deku is just thinking, hmm, maybe I should start learning more about One for All, if anything, because I've been mostly relying on my persona, if anything, to help me out, and I haven't even trained my quirk that much. Yeah, so Deku's definitely working on his quirk more in the train camp. Just saying, like a lot of people are like, here's how the train camp's mostly gonna go. Todoroki's gonna be working on his quirk. That's his whole thing right now, because he needs to work on his fire. Okay. So yeah, Todoroki's gonna be more training his fire. Uraraka's gonna be having a balance between her persona and her quirk. Ida's gonna be focusing slightly on his quirk, but mostly on his persona because he does need to work on that. And everybody else is gonna be focusing on their quirk, and Deku's just focusing on his quirk, but he's also gonna train Ida, Uraraka while they're there. Because Todoroki, again, he's gotta be focusing mainly on his quirk, and maybe he'll put some time in his persona, but it's mostly his quirk, if anything, because he needs to learn his fire. Um, anyway, so most of everything else goes in the canon, and 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 during this event, I feel something strange around a strange presence around them, but she can't really pinpoint the where the presence comes from. So she just brushes it off as just something else. But she remains wary of it. I don't. Basically, I am hinting at something happening, but I just want to hint at it mostly. Anyway, so now we're just gonna move on to the mall, because might as well. Now, most of this goes as in canon, really. I don't really see much difference. Uraraka runs away from Deku, like in canon, because, yeah. And she's much more flustered while running away, and then, and then, Shigaraki grabs Deku by the neck and pulls him in for a talk, pulls him over for a talk. And they talk like in canon, just the same conversation, really. Like that one, I don't really see going too differently or anything, because it's really not going to change that much. Um, Maybe in the next part, if I do think of something that'll change, I can fix it. But nothing really comes. Oh wait, Igus is there. Igus would follow Deku around, so I guess Igus would actually be near Izuku and see the danger, and Deku would tell her not to attack because of the people around. So that's really the most of the difference, if anything. So I just don't really see too much changing there. And again, maybe I'll change it if I figure out something that go differently. But right now, none. Anyway, so everyone prepares for a train camp, which everyone gets on a bus to go to train camp, as in canon. And on the bus ride there, on the way to the bus, on during the bus ride there, I guess with them, so I guess pretty much gonna be around for the entire time, mostly. So Aizawa did ask about Igus, and Deku did explain everything. So Aizawa was just like, whatever. As long as she doesn't, as long as she helps with training, I'm okay with it. And when he did hear about Deku offering to train everyone else and how to fight differently, so he he also has more respect for Deku in this what if, as more of a teacher and as a just as a leader and a teacher. Um, and just like again, they meet the wild pussycats at at the top of the mountain, and Deku already feels that there's something off. Aizawa he tells Agus he feels like he knows what's gonna happen, so he tells Agus to just uh, wait on the bus, which Agus does hesitantly, and then he tells Uraraka, Ida, and Taragi to well, hold on to your lunch. What do you? And then the wild pussy gets pretty much crumbled around below him, and they all fall into the forest. And Uraraka Taragi, yes. Why did you let that happen if you knew it was gonna happen? Well, I didn't necessarily know it was gonna happen, but I had a feeling. And plus, I think I would be mad if we just ran off. So yeah, we're pretty stuck doing this, and they all pretty much agree. Like, yeah, he would be pissed, and Mina gets attacked like in Canada by a monster, and then Deku is not using his persona actually because again he's working on his quirk mode, I think. So he just smashes the monster like in canon, and Uraraka asks, "Wait, why aren't you using your persona?" Well, I want to work on my quirk more because I haven't really been focusing on it as much as my persona, so I might as well work on it more. Uraraka agrees that, yeah, that's probably a good idea, if anything. Because you can also power up I've noticed you can also power up your persona with your quirk. Also, how do you do that? Oh, well, I've just learned to combine my quirk with my persona at some point. I don't really know how I did it exactly, but it just came to me, if anything. Hmm, I'm, I'm gonna have to learn how to do that. So will I. Me as well. And most of this goes, actually, this pretty much goes as in canon, because, except, because Ida cannot use fire, cannot use, Hermes much, because that's a fire-based persona. I guess he can use the physical attacks of Hermes and anything. And Todoroki can use coin for ice-based attacks, well, his own ice, so, yeah. And Uraraka's just pretty much wrecking everything with her, and mostly just flying through the forest with her launch. She's not launching herself too much because she don't want to overshoot it. Because her launch is actually very powerful and she can go much farther than I've let off. But she's just really holding it back for now because she doesn't want to fly way too far for her and go past the training camp for anything. And Deku is just using his quirk the whole time. And they mostly come and then they head back. When they arrive at the training camp, Uraraka is more. Everyone's really exhausted, except no, Todoroki's pretty exhausted, but not too much. It's really Uraraka, if anything, 'cause she's really just using it as a launch, if anything. So she's not terribly exhausted. She's not completely full energy, mind you. She also uses water gauntlets to attack monsters in her way. But most of them come back exhausted, like in canon. Deku extremely because he's not he because his quirk he's not completely used to using because again he hasn't used quirk that much, if anything, on like his quirk to that extent as much. So so it just proves the point that he needs to train with the quirk more. They all agree. So they arrived at the same time as in canon, really, and they met and while say everyone's gonna be eating dinner tonight. It was just really a joke, if anything. Um, and it's the only night they're making dinner for them. The rest of the night they have to cook themselves. And Deku sees Koda, and well, you already know how that went. I don't think I need to explain. And everyone's just like, ugh. Kirishima and Denki and me and I are like, ugh, that had to hurt. Poor Midoriya. But yeah. So everything, most of everything else goes as canon, and then it's the next day, and Aizawa throws Deku the ball, see how far he can throw it with his quirk. With his quirk, he's not using Persona because Aizawa already knows what's gonna happen if he uses Persona, so he's just trying to tell him to use quirk, and then which Deku does, and he gets obviously a not as far as the throw he got at the beginning of the year when he was using Persona. So his Persona using Robin Hood. So yeah, so everyone's not surprised exactly. Not really surprised, but not not they're sort of surprised, but not terribly surprised because yeah. So that pretty much proves Aizawa's point even more that they need to improve their quirks than when Bakugo threw the ball. So now the training camp pretty much starts, and I'll go over training camp, the rest of the training camp arc probably next time. Maybe I'll just go over their training more, just their training overall. But let's just say everyone's definitely going to be more powerful after this training camp than canon. Like like Uraraka is gonna be ridiculously powerful, more than likely, especially with the skills I'm gonna be giving her with this train camp. And Todoroki's definitely gonna improve a lot. And Ida is just again. Ida was given the permission to mostly work on his persona, and part as long as he also works on his quirk a bit. So Ida's definitely gonna be better as a persona user, and everyone else get to be better because Deku's also helping them with other ways of fighting. So they're definitely gonna be much better with their quirks overall, and working on their weaknesses with their quirks and pushing past those weaknesses. And I'm gonna say this right now: with Deku's help and their more motivation to train harder, here's an improvement that's going to Kirishima. Kirishima's going to learn a smaller version of his unbreakable form much earlier than canon because he's working much harder. So unbreakable is going to happen earlier, and in fact it's going to be stronger when it actually shows up in canon. When it was actually going to show up when it originally shows up in canon, it's going to be much stronger than that. His unbreakable is going to be much stronger by then. So yeah, that's one improvement of of everyone. And this is where I'm gonna leave it off. Honestly, I know this might not have been much of a part, not might have been much of really any action or anything, but this was mostly supposed to be just sort of like leading into it. And well, that's pretty much it for this part. Again, I'll definitely work on the next part a lot, and hopefully it'll come sometime next week. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. It'll come out when it comes out. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next part. Bye. All right. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and now I'll see you on the next part. I almost forgot to say that. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next part. Bye.